some types of things will become possible. So like there will be a group of 4 people that like no one likes to DM, and so we never play Dungeons and Dragons anymore. And it's like, oh, this AI is a really great DM, and so we're gonna play every night because we all want to be on the same side. We don't want the person to have the pressure. And so there's some group of Dungeons and Dragons people that are gonna have a much more deep and meaningful relationship as a result of generative AI. And then there's going to be some significant percentage of lonely people under the age of 30. They're going to give up on trying to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend because they have an AI companion. And both will exist. And the percentages will be weighted according to incentives, accessibility, and preferences.
So I think we've covered the character AI version, as in like a replacement for social bonding. Can you elaborate more on that AI as a enhancer of actual social connections?
You want the positive side.
Yeah,
You want some,
a little bit on
you
that.
want, let me paint a picture to you of something that I think is possible with the technologies that we're talking about. Something that is enhancing of social connection, something that is inherently enabling, right? I think that the path to connection, as I've described, is fraught, depending on your socialization and background. I gave you the example of 2 guys saying we were actually pretty good friends. It's implied, but we would never state it, right? I think that there is a lot of interesting ways where navigating the awkwardness of the preamble could be reduced. All right, so I'll give you an oddball idea. I think at this point I've produced enough content where it would be reasonable to start training a variant of myself, right? And my preferences and what I like and what I don't like. And I think that any number of other people could generate the same thing. And I think you could put those 100 variants of ourselves into a matchmaker, and I bet that the outcome would be a reasonable approximation of me attempting to do that. If you put me into, like, I'm going to be at GDC in a week. I love this industry. I love the people. I love hanging out. Like Carl, like we got along pretty quickly, right? Now, if you told me I could send my AI to my dinner ahead of time and it would pick the 3 people that it believes I would have the absolute best time with, and I got the prompt to go talk to them, so much of the preamble would have been taken care of. I heard that you like blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Like, so do I. That's crazy. And then all of a sudden, you're rounding first base in that conversation where I think most people just really struggle